Hi guys, welcome back to the Logic Pro X tutorials with me, Ashley Standland. Today we're going to be looking at freezing tracks and why you would want to do that. Let's do it. Okay guys, so we're going to jump in and freeze a track. So this mix is one I've pulled up. It's quite CPU intensive. So we're going to right click, go down to configure track header, turn on the freeze, and now we've got the little freeze icon on all our tracks. So what we're going to do, if you just click freeze and then hit spacebar, what that is doing is bouncing down the track. So it's creating an audio file of the track. So it's much less CPU intensive to play an audio track than it is to play all the MIDI data and all the plugins with it. So if you have a look on the freeze mode here on the left hand side, we can see it says pre-fader, or you can change it to source only. So source only, if we have that ticked, is only going to bounce the MIDI data on the track itself. It's not going to do anything to what's in the mixer here and your plugins. So you'd still be able to use all these plugins as you normally would. So if I turn that one back on, you can see that's faded out and you can't actually use that. If we were to click source only, you would still be able to use these, but if we have pre-fader like it is now, we can't use any of them tracks. So if we change it to source only, the track is now frozen and also the color changes here. So blue is source only and then green locks out all of your plugins as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click on the top here, or you can also click on this arrow down here, which is a bit quicker. Click on this, open the custom control bar and drop down to where it says custom, and you want to make sure the performance meter is checked, and then click OK, and we can see this is the performance meter here. So if I click play now, that's going to freeze the track because I changed it to source only. Okay, and now if I click play, now we can see that this is still heavily intensive on my CPU because it's still playing everything else. I'm going to stop playing that. So if we drop back to here, we'll get rid of the mixer and we'll change this one back to pre-fader. And then what I'm going to do is freeze all the other tracks in there. Now if you select shift, select all, click freeze, that's going to go ahead and freeze them all nice and quick for you. So now these are all frozen, I'm going to have to press spacebar and it will bounce them all down. I'm going to fast forward the video at this point. Okay, so that has all bounced down and finished. Now if we go ahead and play this again and we keep an eye on this performance meter here, we should notice that it's nowhere near peaking anywhere near the top like it was before. So as you can see, that is nowhere near override. So that's the basics of freezing. If you want to unfreeze your track, obviously I've frozen nearly all of them at the moment. You are going to want some to work on. Simply click unfreeze and it's just loaded the sound there again. I'm using east-west, it's on an external SSD, so you saw the loading screen. And now I can then go back into here and we can see that all the tracks that I've frozen, I can't access any of the plugins on those, but I can, the one that I've unfroze, open the EQ and then play with that one again. So that's as simple as that. Click unfreeze and it's done it for you. That's it guys. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
To help us bring you more content, please support us by subscribing to our channel.